Hello, it is I, the Lord of Time. Behold as I control time. Watch. You see, I just slowed time down by a little tiny bit. Oh, I bet you didn't even notice. But time is moving just ever so slightly slower. Now I'm gonna speed it back up again. Here we go. Get ready. There it goes. Time is moving ever so slightly faster. Unbelievable, you say. How do you do this? Well, I am a lord of time. That is how. Now watch, I'm going to do an even more astonishing time trick. Here we go. Are you ready? Ah! There we go. Do you see? Do you understand? It is now the year 2025. Ha 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 ha! That's right. You used to be in the year 2904. But you are now in the year 2025. I've brought you back almost 900 years. Yes, almost 900 years. You used to be in the future, where things were donked, but, you know, a little better. But now you're in the past, the year 2025. This is one of the worst years. This is one of the worst ones that I've sent you back to. How do you like that? This is what I can do as a Time Lord. I could have sent you anywhere. But I sent you to 2025 because I'm mischievous. Now, I guess I'll send you back. I appear to have been stabbed through the chest. I don't know who has done this, but I've been stabbed through the chest that I can't send you back to the year 2904 where you came from. You're gonna be stuck here in 2025. So, sorry. Sorry about that. I got stabbed through the chest. I'm going to perish now. Goodbye. Hello, welcome to the Video Game Valley. It's a beautiful day today, a perfect 72 degrees out. I did just kill the Lord of Time. I hope that wasn't a mistake. I happened upon the Lord of Time and I stabbed that ding-dang lord right through the chest with a blade. I just happen to have a wonderful, elaborate, ornate blade with me. A ceremonial blade. And I thought, why not kill the Lord of Time? Why not do it? Why not just slice them up? Oh, well. Yeah, what are we playing today? Oh my god, we're playing the Lord of Time's game, Time Lord, on the NES. Unbelievable. What are the odds? What are the odds? How's everyone doing today? Hope you're doing alright. Hope things are going well for you out there in the world. Pipes Life, thank you for the $2. May the doctor save us. Quakes in fear of you. What sort of doctor are you talking about? What the heck? I don't understand this reference. What? What kind of doctor? What are you even saying? What? This doesn't make any sense to me. Charles, thank you for the Charles, thank you for the $4.99. Hey Jason, this is a game I wanted to send in back in the day, but you already had it. Game is not good, but it has super catchy music. Catchy music, unbelievable. Incredible. Yeah, I know nothing about this game. I just know it's called Time Lord. I just know it's called Time Lorda on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Preemptively, I don't actually know if this is like a hard game, but I preemptively put Game Genie in and gave myself infinite lives. So Whatever the difficulty level is. I have as many lives as I need. I've got infinite lives. I can live again an infinite number of times. Time Lord. Time Lord. Lord, look at the time. Hilton Bradley presents Time Lord. Yeah. Man, this looks pretty good already. A great font. Time Lord. MB Time Travel Research Center. Your mission, capture 5 orbs. Oh, I like it already. In each time zone. Eliminate alien forms changing Earth's history. Good luck, Time Lord. Thank you, I will. I don't know why I said I will. That doesn't make sense. Good luck. I will have good luck. Yeah. I beat up that alien. Whoa, 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 whoa. Watch out. Ooh. Alright, I got a thing. How many orbs do I need? 4 orbs. Passed my driver's test today. Congratulations. Well, you can go anywhere now. You can go just about anywhere. Very exciting. I forget if you're US or Canada. I know you're one of those two. I was trying to imagine where you could go driving. And I could alright, we did it. Nice. I could mention any place in US or the US or Canada, but if you're in Canada, you probably should not come to the US right now. From Canada, Ontario to be specific. You could drive anywhere into Canada. Man, people are coming over to the US from Canada and just getting sent to El Salvador. It's bad stuff. And sent to prison camps. Space World. You can... Oh no. I fell in the mud. You can go anywhere. In Canada. Trust me, not visiting the USA anytime soon. Yeah. Yeah, it's bad news over here. Man, there's a lot of mushrooms. Dang, they keep growing. Jumps farther if you move diagonally when you jump. I'll keep that in mind, thank you. Hey, I got an orb from that. Oh, that's good, that's good. Alright, didn't quite work. Oh, hey, wait, what the heck? Alright, I got a P. That's apparently health. Gotta kill all these snuffleupaguses. Get out of here, snuffleupagus. This is a game about murdering snuffleupagus. Ow, ow, oh no, I fell down again. Give me an orb. While you have infinite lives. The game is on a timer. Oh, it ends when I reach year 3000. Nice. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I'll just not hit that one orb. Yeah, I don't think I can get that orb. That's okay. That orb is not to be gotten. It's a secret, never to be unlocked. Stand under that one. Just stand in the right spot. Alright. You do need it. Dang it. What do I need all these orbs for? The orb has a trick to it. Oh, did I just get that orb? Hey, look at that. It's orb time. I don't really think I need all these orbs. Who needs this many orbs? Who needs so many orbs? Snuffleupagus, no! Oh, I love getting orbs, but finding them is a bit of a hassle. I just want to receive orbs. Although one of my favorite games is Quest for the Orb. Inherit the Earth, Quest for the Orb. And that one you definitely have to find the orb. So maybe I don't like looking, don't dislike looking for orbs. Maybe I'm fine with it. Oh, I got another orb. Is that enough? Do I need 5 orbs here? Oh my god, what the heck? What are you doing? You wanna come down here, you little son of a gun? Oh no. I'm back, baby. That's right, I got infinite lives. Yes, dragon power. Dead Man's Gulch, Western USA, ETA 1860 AD. Oh, saloon. Hey. I was like, why the heck am I in the Wild West? I'm like, oh yeah, Time Lord. I'm traveling in time, I forgot. I forgot! How could I forget that I'm traveling? Oh my god, dogs. What am I, Emily Bronte? Oh, I got a gun now. Oh, get ready. Pipes Life, thank you for the $2. Tom Baker piece might be my favorite sketch. I love Tom Baker. by far my favorite of the Doctor Who's. I love Tom Baker. Big fan. Oh no! It's got Pyramids of Mars on DVD today. Nice. I haven't gotten any orbs yet. Hey. What is that? I have a 12th Doctor scarf. Oh, 4th Doctor scarf. Right? It's like, did Capaldi have a scarf? Did Pierre Capaldi have a scarf? Oh, there's an orb. Now that's an orb. That's an orb if I've ever seen one. Oh, I love orbs. Let me get this orb up here. This one's not coming down. This one's not coming down. Mad at Tom Baker ever since he went on a sexist rant about how he hated a woman playing the Doctor? When was that? The only thing I ever saw from Tom Baker about, like, I forget what her name is, the woman who played the Doctor. Try shooting it. Yeah, I can't shoot up though. Oh yeah, I guess I can get up here. The only thing I saw from him was he mentioned he was happy about it. Jodie Whittaker, yeah, Jodie Whittaker, but had a different actress that he thought would have been better for the role. I forget who though. Did that do it? Am I doing it? I think you're on to a clue. Yeah, I'm not very good at figuring out NES era clues. Whenever you're do it repeatedly. You like keep doing it. And oh. Okay. Hey, I got it. Let's see. Pause for a second. Yeah, the only thing I'm sorry, I just googled it, and the only thing that came up was Tom Baker thrilled by female Doctor Who casting, but he wanted Dawn French. Who's Dawn French? I don't actually know who Dawn French is. Chatting to GQ, Baker admitted that although Jodie will be marvelous in the iconic role, he'd rather the job had gone to Dawn French. I would have thought Dawn French would have been a good Doctor Who, because she's got such a wry sense of humor, also has a way with her that faintly suggests she got secrets. I mean, maybe Marcus is talking about something else, or some other actor who played the Doctor. It doesn't sound like Tom Baker hating that a woman played the Doctor. Doesn't sound like it, but who knows? Old guys say all sorts of stuff. Different times. It's time for a Doctor What? It's time for a Doctor What? Okay, give me this orb. Give me the orb. If I kill everyone, will I get the orb? Oh, I see. The further away I am, the oh my god, this is like, it's like that one guy in Greek mythology who can't reach the grapes. What the heck is his name? Jason, you're right. It was Peter Davison. Yeah, that sounds like a Peter Davison thing. It's like that. It doesn't sound like Tom Baker at all. It does sound like Peter Davison, though. Peter Davison, one of my least favorite doctors. Jumping and turn away as you jump. I don't know. Maybe I need to let the animals kill me. I hate the Fifth Doctor. He's just kind of a jerk. And I hate the celery stalk he wears on his outfit. It's the wrong kind of wacky. He was Moffat's favorite, was he? That makes complete sense. And Colin Baker apparently had an argument about it. Underrated doctor, Colin Baker. Wish he'd been given better episodes. Pipes Live, thank you for the $5. Can't forget to mention my favorite local actor on his birthday, Vincent Price. My favorite movie of his is The Raven. Do you have any favorites? Oh, The Raven is super good. The Raven has one of my favorite wizard fights of any film. Top 3 wizard fights in a movie. Move away from the orb and shoot it to keep it low. Oh, I see, okay. I guess I gotta keep shooting it while getting mauled by dogs. Hey, what is this? Wuthering Heights? I made the same joke earlier, but I said Emily Bronte instead of Wuthering Heights, but same thing, same joke. Am I getting attacked by dogs? It actually lowers it a little bit. Every time I get attacked by a dog, it goes lower. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here and keep getting mauled by dogs. No, I guess it's just because I'm being pushed back. Highly recommend Verily B's vid essay on history of women characters in Doctor Who. I will watch that, absolutely. God dang it. It goes right back up, though. Ugh. Yeah, this is not a good system. Do you like the Sixth Doctor? I mean that's Colin Baker. Right, I just mentioned that's. Yeah, I like Colin Baker. I thought the Seventh Doctor was kind of boring, but it was mostly an episode problem. My mistake, I meant Seventh. It was kind of boring. I also didn't like his outfit. Didn't think Colin Baker's Doctor was a jerk. He was a jerk, but he was much more of an interesting jerk. He's like the Fifth Doctor. The Fifth Doctor is like mopey and superior and just a depressed, abusive guy. Making his problems everyone else's problem. Gets his companion murdered. Just wildly irresponsible. I mean, wildly irresponsible as most of the doctors, but it was very much worse with this guy, and I hated his celery. I know I mentioned this before, but I hate his celery so much. There's nothing in the world that I dislike more than that man's celery. His celery is kind of like the Joker with the word damage tattooed on his head. It's like it's that level. It's like this is bad. It's a bad choice. We get it. You're wacky. Have a shotgun. Do I have a shotgun? No, I do have a shotgun. You ever eat the celery? He uses the celery once, I think. The heck? Jump, shoot, jump, shoot. Yeah, but it goes right back up. Alright, Alright, I got it. I got it. Eventually. The thing I love about the Fourth Doctor, all of his eccentricities are like, they're very well realized. So the Doctor's always been a bit of a, like he's eccentric in the exact way that like an old man tenured professor is. It's been his eccentricity. Because he is fundamentally a very old person and an alien, a bit of a jerk, but, you know, in the end, on the side of the angels, most of the time, is only occasionally dangerous to people around him. Kicking the cowboy in the window. I will. So, Tom Baker, you know, he has the professor's outfit, and he has the sort of, how do I... Oh, there we go. He has the sort of scarf you might see a professor wear, but it's way too long. And that feels very much like an alien eccentricity to me. Blending in with the humans. Why not have a scarf that's longer? He knows it's too long of a scarf, but he likes it. He's an alien. A scarf that's too long seems correct. He finds a earth food he becomes enamored with, jelly bellies. Just carries them around with him. I just don't believe an alien would glue a celery stalk to his jacket. It's not correct. David Studios product. Thank you for the $4.99. He's as dangerous to his peers as Jessica Fletcher is to her friends. Jessica Fletcher. This is true. You don't want to. You don't want to be a easily murderable person around Jessica Fletcher. Right as boss of the last orb. Alright, let's get this last orb. Alright. The final boss of the level, racism. Work to lose Parsley. No. I already have something that's gonna wilt and decompose within like a day. What I really like about the Sixth Doctor's outfit. The Sixth Doctor has a very colorful, like, oh my god, how many times do I gotta shoot this guy? It's a very, like, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat sort of outfit. It's very, very wacky. But I think it works for the character because of how angry he is all the time. Because of how angry he is. Sorry. Yeah, different gun. Oh, I missed a super chat. 1 second. Mike. Oh, I think you know what? I think I missed a couple super chats. Apologies. Yeah, you're right. Pipes Life, thank you for the $4.20. I did miss that one. Dugga do. Thank you. I appreciate it. Dugga do. Thank you so much, Pipes Life. Great comment. Dugga do. Mike the Performer, thank you for the $5. I went to a burn festival over the weekend. A camp was giving out random bracelets. The one they gave me said, Buck Wild. Wonderful. Great phrase. It's a wonderful phrase. I'm looking up a yeah, so what I really like about this guy like, look at this outfit. This is like wacky children's TV show host sort of outfit. This is, you know, Willy Wonka kind of nonsense. And what I think is very, very funny about this outfit, and why I actually like this outfit, and I don't think it's too much, is this guy spends almost his entire time as the Doctor on trial for crime, for various war crimes. He just he becomes the doctor. He becomes the doctor, and he's got this wacky outfit, and he just immediately is like, "You're going to jail." There's a whole season, and he's only in like 2 seasons, right? He's hardly the doctor for any amount of time, and he's just on trial the whole time. he's just sitting in a trial box and just being grilled for his terrible crimes. And he's so angry about it. Every time you see him, he's just so mad. And he's in this outfit, though. So just imagine this guy, but he's angry constantly. They put him in the wackiest outfit. And then just make him go to court. So the guy who's prosecuting him, his name is the Valyard, and this is him. So you've got this rainbow guy who's brought into court, and the Valyard is the one who's prosecuting him. So you've got Rainbow Man, and then just this extremely morose this is a goth samurai. And the funniest twist, I'm gonna spoil the big twist of this season. The thing that makes all of this even funnier is there's a big twist where you go through a whole season, and this guy is on trial by this guy, and it turns out, are you ready? It turns out they're the same guy. This is also the doctor. This is also the doctor who's just putting himself on trial. He's like, I hate that outfit so much. You're going to jail. This was a bad time in my life. I'm putting myself in prison. Yeah, that's right. I'm the doctor too. No, you're not going to have fun adventures in your rainbow outfit, me. No, I'm putting myself in prison. I'm throwing myself in the pokey. So the whole thing ends up seeming like a huge waste of time at the end too, which is very funny. I love that era of Doctor Who. It's not great, but conceptually it's a lot of fun to talk about. Sky to Fall, thank you for the $5. New Mission Impossible is a 3-hour ordeal of bad editing and weird line delivery, but the villain is a gay little freak, which I approve of. And I gotta watch this movie when it comes out on home video. I don't know what's going on with this guy. I don't know why I can't kill this guy. Maybe it's because I'm cheating. Maybe something about the cheat code has prevented this guy from dying. Because that's his health right there, right? It doesn't seem to be going down. I'm still looking forward to seeing the movie. I like the I'll give you my opinion when I do finally watch it. Ran out of time. That's okay. Sometimes you just run out of time. It happens to the best of us. It happens to everyone. We all run out of time. Alright, let's try again. Look at these orbs. Any orbs over here? No, I can't even go that way. Doop boop ba doop. Oh, look at that view. What a beautiful view. So the seventh Doctor comes along after that guy, and so the sixth Doctor on his shirt collar has 2 question marks, which is a subtle little wacky detail. It's like, sure, it seems like a reasonable eccentricity, but then the next Doctor just has like, is just all about question marks. Who? Ooh. 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 And, like, he's fine. The episodes are kind of... I feel like the episodes are a little dull, though. They made it much more of a... I mean, the show has always been for kids. He kind of harks way back to the first Doctor. So if you haven't seen the very first Doctor, who, by the way, is credited as Doctor Who, the character is called Doctor Who. Whenever someone's like, no, his name is the Doctor, it's not Doctor Who, I want you to know, he was at one point credited as Doctor Who. So it's fine to call him Doctor Who. But the first Doctor is like this old grandpa who has his, like, niece and her friend or whatever traveling around with him as he gives them educational lessons on history and stuff. So it's like, is literally this, like, professor guy just teaching them lessons. Granddaughter is his granddaughter, all right. Teaching his granddaughter lessons to her friend, and so the seventh Doctor kind of goes back to that format of the educational professor kind of thing, and it turns into more of a... It feels like more of a kids program. I just never found it as interesting, but her name Barbara. The first Doctor is his granddaughter Barbara. She's a Time Lord. His granddaughter, yeah. Susan. It's Susan, alright. Hello, I'm from space. My granddaughter's Susan. My name is the Doctor. My arch nemesis is the Mastor. Here is my granddaughter, Susan. Susan. The fifth doctor looked like a preppy jock. Oh, I'm gonna show you this guy. Son of a gun. Yeah, it's just, he just kind of looks like, he went to Cambridge and the school had to hush up a sexual assault. He just gives me bad vibes. Now there's a celery. This is celery. It's just got a stalk of celery on him. Yeah, the snuffleupaguses, I forget. Never been to Britain, can't say for sure if the celery is normal or not. It's a regular thing for young men to attach celery to their outfits. How old was he at that time, like the actor? Actors in that time period, I can never tell. Like, as far as that man could be 21, or he could be 39. Could be any of those ages. Excuse me, I want some more orbs. There we go, got another orb. Goomba, thank you for the $5. It's asparagus. It's not asparagus. Yeah, no, it's celery. It's 29, apparently. 29! Mr. Croup, thank you for the $5. Seventh went back to educational. Even the fascist planet where sadness was punishable by death. The executioner was a demented candy robot. I mean, they went back to, like, that kind of teacher-student relationship sort of thing with him in the, educational is maybe the wrong word. I don't mean that necessarily that the audience is getting an education. I don't mean that the audience is being educated. He's this professor guy, and he's bringing his students around to show them how things are. There's the thing again. You can kill me, that's fine. Did have a very overbearing mentor and grandchild-student relationship. Yeah, like, my favorite companions are always the ones that seem like travelers that the Doctor is you know, traveling with. Where it's less of a sort of it feels like less of a power imbalance, where it's people respecting each other. Not that the Seventh Doctor did not respect the companions he was with, but it was definitely like a mentor relationship, a teacher-student relationship. It's weird when the Doctor falls for one of the companions. Yeah, it's weird for the power imbalance reason. Like, it wouldn't be weird if he was like he has occasionally traveled with other Time Lords and stuff. But it's kind of like when a vampire falls in love with a human and the vampire's like 500 years old. The human's like 19. It's like, you know. What do you actually have in common? Yeah, get my gun. I still love the Rose-Doctor relationship, as messed up as it might be. I think that one plays out, I mean, that's one of those relationships where it's completely believable as long as you forget about the age difference stuff. As long as you imagine the Doctor's, you know, he's reborn, he's a new guy, he's not actually super old. The show goes to great lengths to remind you that he is indeed super old, but people worry about age differences too much. As long as they're both consenting adults, no one should care. There are power imbalances that can still exist within relationships. No one's saying they should go to prison. But if there's a 500-year-old dating a 19-year-old, you know, this does tell you something about the 500-year-old that maybe they're not intending to tell you in the story. Like, you know, maybe they don't want an equal partner, for instance. maybe they want someone who's gonna worship them a little bit and not stand up for their own ideas. Rose ended up with a clone or something. Yeah, Rose did end up with a clone. Very complicated. David Studios product, thank you for the $4.99. Love early media popular shows before they had some overall lore or a fan base. See all the stuff they retconned or how quaint the plots are. Yeah, I do like really long running shows for that reason. name is Doctor Who. I feel like the Doctor is a bit ace, though. Many of them. There's different vibes different ones give. I've got to stop time from being changed by going back in time and killing all these people. Matt Smith gives me skeleton vibes. Skeleton vibes. Matt Smith, very good actor. I think he was simply too cool. Too cool to be the Doctor. I forget how I actually get this orb now that I killed that. I'm gonna jump up from left of the window. Bounce off a bird. Oh yeah, I need to bounce off a bird. You're right. Come on back, birds. Oh, there we go. Oh, I did that. All right. I could kick here for some reason. David Studios product. Thank you for the $4.99. Edward Cullen Paradox. He's perpetually 17. Or is he a 300-year-old with eternal youth? Either way, there's shenanigans afoot. It's like what they always do in anime. It's just, that's what they do in anime. Shenanigans afoot. Is that an orb I missed? Got an orb hidden behind the word station. There's an orb hidden behind the word station. Alright, I'll just walk around for a while. Stable. Stores. There's too many animals. Yeah, I think I've gone too far. You know what I really like? I like the second Doctor. The one with the flute. I like how it establishes a trend with the Doctors, which I guess the third Doctor doesn't really follow. The third Doctor is very similar to the first Doctor, but I think he's got some great episodes. Great actor, great episodes. Third Doctor. The second Doctor sets up a trend that the subsequent doctors after the third follow of the doctor having a thing. What is that thing? It could be anything. Such as having a flute. Dang, is there an orb here? Third doctor's thing was karate. It's just a thing he knows. Like, I understand that that's his thing, but there's this car. Oh yeah, third did have a car. Third one spent a lot of time working for the military, right? Like, there was a military guy that he would check in on. He would drive up to the military place. It's like a spy. Yeah, he was like a spy. I liked him then. Slow. Sure I didn't already get this one. Sure wasn't another one I'm missing. I just feel like I should have gotten it by now. If it's here. And then get out of here, dogs. It's okay. It's over here. It's in a different place. It was not behind the word station. It's just back there. All right. I gotta figure out how to actually kill this guy. There must be a trick to it. It's gotta be a trick. Video shows pistol in like 100 shots. Is that his health to the right there? Like, it doesn't seem to be going down at all as I'm hitting him. But I don't know if that's actually his health or not. It's the final boss's health. Alright, well, I'll just keep shooting this guy then. He just takes a lot of hits. Then, of course, there's the eighth Doctor, who rides a motorcycle in America. Oh yeah, the color's changing. Doctor's underrated, and I guess to shine in the audio dramas. Yeah, I'm glad there were more things with that guy. And I'm glad they didn't retcon that guy out of the timeline. Although I am glad that they retconned the half-human thing. He's half-human. No, he's not. He's not half-human. He's a Time Lord. Shut up. Shut up. What? Yeah, there was a attempt to make it like Doctor Who in the United States, like reboot it in the US, and they made this TV movie. Alright, I got it. They made this TV movie, and the Doctor rides a motorcycle in San Francisco. At some point, the villain analyzes his DNA or something, and it's like, he's half-human. Because somehow one of his parents was a human. I don't know. It didn't... They retconned that part, though. As they should have. It was a very American television program kind of twist. Well, it can't be. How would the audience go relate to an alien? The audience can't relate to an alien. We have to make them part human. Audience can relate to that melting pot. United States, hooray! He can't be a complete alien. Alright, stab it. But yeah, then that guy dies. And becomes the war crime doctor. Who doesn't even get a number. Because of his terrible crimes. His terrible war crimes. He doesn't get a number. It's played by John Hurt. Hey, look at that. Is that an orb? No. Son of a gun. I thought I was about to get an orb, but no. I think the worst thing that Stephen Moffat did to the Doctor Who lore is revert the very best thing that happened to the Doctor Who lore, which was that the Doctor destroyed all the Time Lords. The Doctor just got rid of the Time Lords. The Doctor was like, hey, the Time Lords have kind of become... They're all kind of Hitlers. It's a whole bunch of Hitlers. I should end this. And he did. He got rid of the Time Lords. Just lock them away in the Phantom Zone. Two different doctors, or is John Hurt just a really old 8th doctor? No, he's a different guy. He's the doctor after the 7th doctor. It's hard to number them outside of like their official numbers because there are a lot more in between certain doctors. So John Hurt's the war doctor. Sorry, the war crime doctor. John Hurt's the war crime doctor who exists between the 7th and 8th doctor. I mean, sorry, between the 8th and 9th doctor. There's actually like a special that brings the actor from the 8th doctor, who's the 8th doctor, back and has him die and turn into John Hurt, thus establishing the specific timeline. I don't understand how I get this one. Added another in-between doctor during Joni's tenure. Yeah, and the Valyard is like the 13th doctor, right? He's supposed to be. So... Jodie Whittaker's the 13th doctor, but the Valyard's... I think the Valyard's supposed to be the... Oh, sorry. Somewhere between the Doctor's 12th and final incarnation. And I think at some point they added, like, maybe dozens of other Doctors before the first Doctor. I could be wrong, because I actually didn't... I stopped watching Doctor Who before this happened. But I think at some point... You have to come in from above that orb, okay. I think at some point they added a bunch of extra Doctors. Oops, all Doctors. Oops, all Doctors. Oh, nice. Does this game have anything to do with Doctor Who? No. It's just called Time Lord. This is why we're talking about Doctor Who. This I mean, you know, by NES standards, a beefy guy with a sword whacking people on a boat. This could be a Doctor Who game, but no, it's not. Go back. Did I miss an orb? I don't see it. I missed the orb. The bell transformed. Alright. There it is. I wonder if all of these bells transform. Showrunner during Jody's reign killed off the Time Lords again. Oh, good. That's good to hear. Because, yeah, Moffat just brought him back, and I just didn't want him to be back. The character of the Doctor became more interesting in modern times as, like, the last of his species. He had to get rid of the other Time Lords because they were evil. It was a good change to the show. The most interesting aspect. Yeah. I agree. Man, this game is pretty tricky. Is this game any good? No, I don't think it is. That's alright. Since when does a game have to be good? What does a game have to be? What does a video game have to be good? Video games can be terrible. That's fine. Excuse me. Pardon me, I gotta get an orb. Oh no! Oh no, I got it. Never mind. Yeah, we're gonna be running out of time soon. Running out of time, the world's gonna end. The game is very hard and has a time limit. The time limit's not super long. I have no idea how to get this orb. Imagine it has something to do with these barrels. Is Doctor Who any good now? I did eventually stop watching it. It started... Like, I started actively disliking it during the Moffat era. And then just kind of found it dull in the post-Moffat era. I like the new stuff. That's good to hear. David Studios product, thank you for the $4.99. Considering how great the first 2 seasons of Sherlock were they? Dude, you think it's a problem with Moffat being high on himself or the fandom pressure? I think there's a couple of shows. Sherlock is one of them. Lost is one of them. That through certain presentational aspects are able to cast this sort of spell over people into thinking that the show is good when it's bad. And I think when I've tried, I did actually try to go back and look at like the first 2 seasons of Sherlock, and don't get me wrong, it's better than later Sherlock, but the show's, it's not super good. There's some serious problems with it. You watch the later season, like, this sucks, and going back and realize the problems are there the whole time, it just got more grating. Yeah, I hate the way in Sherlock Moffat uses the show to say very mean things about its fan base. I don't think I've ever experienced, like, a creator of a show, like, using the show in a more mean-spirited way. Like, I watched Sherlock when it came out, and I enjoyed watching it. And then at some point, around when the show got really mean about its fan base, my opinions began to shift. It was after the Sherlock falls off the building sort of thing. It was at that moment that I feel like that was the end of season 2, right? Yeah. I think the thing that happens is, you know, when you're willing to, you're much more willing to forgive certain things when you have a belief that the show knows what it's doing. And like, there's a couple of early Sherlock mysteries where at least the mystery itself, like, makes sense. And the mystery makes sense, and like the actors involved are very good. And the production value is very high. And so, you know, you ignore stuff like the Sherlock going into his mind palace stuff. I know clips of that get ragged on all the time, but it does feel like when you go back to like television programs from the 60s or 70s, and there's just some sort of production thing that's just wildly embarrassing now, where you look at it and you're like, It's so campy. Like, they really thought they were cooking with something, but... Now press your fingers to your head and say, think, think, think. Like, he's such a genius. Magical. I really wanted to like that show a lot. David Studios product, thank you for the $4.99. I haven't watched Sherlock since season 3.5 special. I don't think many people have really gone back and watched it again. It was definitely like there was like a huge fan community around that series when it was running, and like people liked the stuff that it was doing enough to like overlook what in retrospect were pretty glaring flaws. And I genuinely think that if Stephen Moffat hadn't been like a huge misogynist sorry, I was about to curse, jerk, that's no amount of like flaw in the show would have turned its fan base against it, because you know it had its qualities. Yeah, this is the more I'm missing. Just Moffat, you know. The show came back in season 3, and it opens... I'm not kidding, it opens with a whole sequence where Moffat has just written, like... He's written a number of characters to represent the show's fan base so that he can really rip into them over their love and expectations of the show. He just absolutely tears into the people who like the show. It's so mean. He has all these characters, and so in the universe of the show, there's like there's people who become fans of Sherlock Holmes, consulting detective, and Sherlock fakes his own death, and there's a lot of fans who are trying to work out what happened. mimicking the fans online who are trying to figure out the mystery, in between season 2 and season 3. And so Stephen Moffat just opens season 3 with a representation of the fans, just making fun of them for caring about the show. just really rip it into these fans for daring to care. Sorry. Sorry I cared about this television program. Oh yeah, I gotta shoot it. How did he want the fans to respond to the cliffhanger he wrote? Yeah. He was also pretty obviously upset that people were shipping Sherlock and Watson. He was pretty bad about that. Times he makes John say I'm not gay in the show. There's so much no homoing going on in Sherlock. I really like the guy who plays Moriarty. I mean, that guy does a great job. He's a great actor. Deserved to be in a better show. Like the Elementary Sherlock show. Yeah, I think that was a very good show. Elementary. It's the one with Lucy Liu as Watson. It's a fun performance, but very classic Moffat writing of a queer man. Oh, absolutely. But, I like it in the same way that I like all of the old Hollywood queer-coded villains. is I still end up liking the characters. Got it. Oh yeah, the window one. Not a very good game. Anyway, my apologies to any Sherlock fans. You've gone through enough pain already. I'm sorry if I've added to it through my Sherlock bash. I did watch the show myself with high hopes. figure out where this window is. Just right near the boss. Alright. We're not going to get much farther in this game, that's fine. Whatever. Like the Jeremy Brett show. Is that the 80s one? It's been a while since I've seen that one. I do remember liking it, but it's I haven't seen it in like a long time, so yes. but with a caveat that maybe I would watch it now and not like it as much. I don't know. Is that worth going back to? The two modern Sherlock things that I've liked the most. I did like the Elementary show. I thought that was interesting. Like, it was just outside of the fact that the mysteries generally made sense. Like, interesting character development. There's a lot of respectful explorations of some dark subjects. Pretty reasonable trans character. It's a good show. And I also really like what is the name of the author? Sherry Thomas. Sherry Thomas's Lady Sherlock series. So it's a book series. And I think they're extremely good. It's a sort of concept that could be really hacky. You know, I've read some, like, gender swap story things where there's not a whole lot to it outside of that. But I think Lady Sherlock by Sherry Thomas. It's not actually what the books are called. That's just the publisher lists the series as. What is this boss? It's racist. That's what it is. It's just a book series that has a lot of good ideas on its own. It is not simply just a retelling of the stories. I go to when I need to chill. I'll check it out again at some point. There's a lot of British television shows from that era. There's lots of episodes and pretty compelling writing and acting. David Studios product. Thank you for the $4.99. Rewatched 101 Dalmatians live action. Apparently John Hughes wrote it. Forgot Jeff Daniels plays a video game developer. I forgot that too. How is that movie on rewatch? How's that movie? Don't mean like it's boring, just very charming. Oh, I didn't think you meant boring. Only got the first couple seasons on DVD. It might get bad after that. Yeah, I mean, you never know. I really like the Poirot television show, although that has its own series of pretty dire episodes. It's got its own bad episodes. David Suchet was the best Hercule Poirot. Yeah, I agree. He was excellent. He also read a number of audiobooks of Poirot series, and the guy who played Hastings also read a bunch of Poirot audiobooks and is extremely good. It's really interesting how much the guy who plays Hastings is able to do an extremely good Poirot as well. I listened to a number of the books on audiobook. And it's a very good narrator. Takes a lot of shots, huh? Okay, thank you for the $2. Read your Batman script last night, loved it. Well, thank you for reading that. Yeah, I want to write more screenplays that have no chance of ever getting made. I enjoyed it as a creative writing project. I don't know why this guy takes so many shots. I'm starting to think this might be incorrect, but it's possible you have to do a certain number of shots within a certain amount of time. I don't know. I don't really know how this fight works. Like, it takes you 2 months to kill this guy according to the clock. 2 months, great. David Studios product, thank you for the $4.99. Well, it's meh. It's got 100 times more heart than modern remakes. It's a lot of that high-budget kids movie charm with a warm 90s film stock look. Man, movies in the 90s, all the way until the 2000s, like, that's an era in which, like, you'll go back and you'll watch some sort of goofy comedy film from the 90s or whatever, and it has the most elaborate, like, pitch perfect lighting, like the cinematographer is just pulling magic shots out, and this is a goofy comedy or whatever, but it looks beautiful. Films, so many films look so great. Oh god. Doesn't really happen anymore. There's a lot of rough looking movies now. Chair, thank you for the $10. We're gonna do another radio play. It's more or less work than your other stuff. Yeah, I'm like I plan on doing a few of those a year. They don't pull in all that many views. They're not particularly popular, and they do take a lot of time, but I like doing them. I would do them every month if I could, at least for a while. I have an idea for a radio play series, like a longer series, but I don't know that time-wise I actually have the I don't know. Got a lot of projects I want to do. It's always just money. Things I can afford to work on and things I can't afford to work on. You mentioned Dark Midnight as a radio drama. Yeah, I have some ideas for like an old-timey sci-fi radio series based on Dark Midnight. I don't really know how to do this. Use of ambient audio is captivating. Scenes really come to life. Yeah, one of the so I have. I'm just gonna give up. I think we're done. I don't want to play this anymore. Special thanks to the FilmCow Patreon supporters. Greatly appreciate the support. There's different things. Different things in my work that I think I have higher levels of skill at. Like, I'm not particularly good at drawing. I can draw in a way that people... I can draw in a way that I think has a charm to it. But I can't just draw whatever I want, though. I've been drawing for basically my whole life. I drew a lot as a kid. I made a lot of little comics and stuff, and like my whole life I've been drawing, and I have attempted also throughout my life to get better at it, to develop my skill. But fundamentally, like, I have a hard time with a lot of the basic fundamentals of 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 drawing. A lot of the basics remain beyond me, and I also have a limit to the motor control I have over my hands. I don't have any tremors or anything like that, but I do have a very difficult time, like, getting my pen to go where I want it to the point where, like, I cannot really draw the same thing 2 times, which is why the animations that I do involve the character being drawn 1 time and then wobbled about. But there are aspects of the stuff that I do that I think I'm better at. I've always been pretty reasonable at editing, and I also think I'm pretty good at sound design and sound editing in particular. So audio drama stuff definitely plays to my strengths as opposed to my weaknesses, which animation plays to my weaknesses. That's the thing I do the most of. So the audio plays are a ton of work, but there is definitely a difference to doing work that you're good at versus work that you're not good at. Like, there's a different feeling to it. It's kind of the difference between, like, riding a bike uphill versus downhill, if that makes sense. So, writer, I respect your skill with comedy. I think, in terms of writing, I'm pretty good at writing conversations that have an interesting quality to them, where you actually want to hear them, where you want to hear what people have to say. I'm pretty bad at writing descriptions of locations and things like that, which is why I've primarily stuck to, like, screenplay stuff. I wrote a few novelettes, and I plan on writing more at some point, but like, screenplays are definitely, again, playing to my skills. People think they're good at dialogue, but they're not. Yeah. There's different, like, criticisms that people have levied against different types of dialogue. Like, there's some writers who, like, people have criticized for the dialogue not sounding realistic. I've always thought it doesn't really matter if the dialogue is realistic or not. Like, it doesn't matter what style it's done in. It's just, would someone want to hear this? Would someone actually want to hear what these characters are saying? Is there a reason for you to be hearing this stuff? Not just in terms of, like, does this advance the plot? Like, it doesn't matter if it advances the plot. Would someone want to hear this? It's a very basic question, but I have deleted so many lines over the years from my own screenplays, because frankly, just no one would want to hear it. Why would anyone want to hear this? I've written dialogue that's stylized. I've written dialogue that's, I think, more realistic. I've written dialogue that advances the plot. I've written dialogue that loses the plot. Would someone want to hear it? If the answer is yes, it stays in. I take courses to help patch those values. Oh, I've taken classes. I've got a number of drawing books and things. Like I have studied. It's just there's something fundamental about it that simply will always escape me. And that's all right. I've been able to in many ways do sorts of animations that I hadn't been able to do before through Scuffy's help, because Scuffy is very good at drawing and has been able to come up with a number of like character designs that have a lot more of the specific sort of personality and emotion that I'm hoping to get out of out of the art. So a lot of my weakest points, Scuffy's been able to fill in for in a lot of FilmCow stuff. Love Scuffy's designs, yeah. Scuffy's very good at that. But yeah, I have a audio play series I'd like to do at some point called Pineapple Capital of the World. It's about my hometown of Jensen Beach, Florida, which is was the pineapple capital of the world, or so the sign claimed. It's not really anymore. But I imagine this is a series, although I might end up doing it as a like a feature-length audio play. I'm not sure. What makes a place a pineapple capital? It exported more pineapples than any other place at some point. There were just more pineapples there grown than anywhere else. There was just a lot of pineapple farms. And I forget what killed the industry. It was either a hurricane or a blight of some sort. But most of the pineapple farms were destroyed eventually, and it's not really the pineapple capital of the world anymore. I don't even know if they still call it that. They ended the Pineapple Festival, I think, early on in COVID, and it's never come back. It's going to be a big plot point in Pineapple Capital of the World, the audio play series. But yeah, that's an audio play series that I want to do like actual broader casting for. It's I have this idea of it, like Jensen Beach is an interesting small town in that it has a lot of very small town qualities, such as the Pineapple Festival. things like that, but You know, it's also a tourist area because of the beach. Because it's in South Florida, there's a lot of very wealthy people who have moved. So you have this combination of great poverty and great wealth in the exact same spot. So I imagine this this sinister mystery going on. The main character goes back to Jensen Beach, having lived there years ago, and discovers something's not quite right. Not quite right since the Pineapple Festival ended. I'm going to be starting up a crowdfunding campaign for something soon, and it's not going to be for the Pineapple Capital of the World audio play series, but I do wish it was. Like, if I had to choose, there's like a handful of projects that, like, if I could crowdfund, if I could actually like bring in enough money to legitimately make it happen, they would be the projects I would pick. But I do not think that I would be able to raise enough for this project. Projects just kind of have to be on the back burner for the moment. It's gonna be $1 million animation movie. No, it's an audio series. It's an audio series, but I want to. It's a handful of voice actors I want to hire for the process, and I want to actually, pay them decently for the amount of recording that's going to need to be done. And it means a lot of time. Like, I know that there's people who would back this, but there's not enough people. I when I do a crowdfunding thing for something, it's generally got to be for a project that I can get more people on board with. Only I was an eccentric millionaire benefactor. Yeah, I feel like there's very few very wealthy people who actually do that stuff anymore. That used to be like the main thing, if you were an artist, that's what wealthy people did with their money. They financed art, things things like that. It's all about hoarding now. It's all about hoarding. Hence Patreon. Yeah, the people who actually give money to the arts are, it's like people watching this stream now. It's people who have a few dollars to spare, and like it really is the like the working class keeping art going completely at at the moment. I think often about like how much of the arts right now, like government funding is almost non-existent at this point. Like it's been stripped so dramatically, and patrons of the arts have largely disappeared, and it's all working class people keeping art going. Corporate art has largely just vanished in replacement of corporate products, and yeah. So thank you to everyone keeping all this stuff going. Should be a good thing. Yeah, like in an ideal world, it's like, you know, it's community support stuff, but not community support because all of the wealth that used to fund this stuff is now being whisked away. there's nothing left but community to scrape by. So take what little they have to keep things going. But yeah, you know, I'm in the fortunate position to still be making art decades after starting. So the problem of not being able to do the exact projects I want at the exact time I want is not a huge one. I'm still able to work on art every day, so not too bad a situation for myself. Like there's definitely decisions I could have made to have made the financial situation easier for myself over the years, but I like that I can, you know, even if I'm not able to work on the larger projects that I want all the time, the fact that I can still be like, all right, this month I'm working on another episode of the Weasel and the Coat Who Were Married. I can work on this. This is the sort of thing that no company would ever finance. Not because there's anything about it that like they would be afraid of in terms of its content. It's just like it's just wildly unmarketable. Like, what's the audience for this? Well, they're out there. Might not be a lot of them, but they're out there. My council-funded show opens this weekend. Very excited. That is very exciting. I hope that goes well. Congratulations. Got a brand deal with Burlington Coat Factory. Hey, they're more than great coats. They still around? Is that place look? Does that place still exist? Burlington Coat Factory. All right. I guess that's it. I'm gonna head out. Got some letters to write, maybe. I've maybe got some letters I gotta write. A whole bunch of I just got this paper in not too long ago. It's super duper old. It's unbelievably old paper. it's from like World War II. It's 1940s paper. I wrote a letter on it earlier. In as good a shape as you can imagine for paper like this, and I wrote a letter. The paper still works. Malvazar, thank you for the $2. We love you for your Weasel / Ensouled coat. Glad people like that series. I'm trying to plan out when the rest of the episodes are going to come out, because there's a definite end point for this series. But I'm enjoying working on it. Write an onion skin paper. Kind of your onion love. I have not. I have not used onion skin paper. No. Is that actually a thing? I've never. Onion skin paper. I guess it is. Named for its resemblance to the thin skin of onions. It's possible I have run into this paper. Oh, it's used in cell animation. Okay. You know what? I have used this paper specifically in like an animation context. Not for anything that ended up coming out. It's like I got that translucent paper kind of thing to work on animation stuff when I was like much younger, and then decided it wasn't for me. You know what I should do? I got all this blue clay I got. My friend Robert used to make this series called Clay World. And I've been trying to figure out, I want to do something with the blue clay and with Clay World. I thought it would be really funny to do like a Clay World thing, and I have Robert voice, but like not actually Clay World. I have this idea of like, I have two possible ideas. One is the one I'm probably not going to do, which is, there's a clay man who is looking for another clay man who's in a shed somewhere, and he goes into the shed, and the clay man in the shed is just distraught because he had been doing some work, and because of his negligence, he accidentally caused the death of a clay child. It's just now he's just locked up in the shed, just toiling away every day. And just work to keep his mind busy, and slowly losing his mind in grief and guilt. This is one idea I had. But it's probably not the one I'm gonna go with. The other idea I have, I'm not gonna go over the details of it because I think I'm actually gonna do it. A little dark. Clay World is back. It's just really depressing. But yeah, I have another idea. It's very. This might surprise you. It's very existential. It does involve Robert as himself, as a clay man. I just really like the idea of constantly having Robert play himself in a video that's about Robert being tormented by his own work. I don't know why I keep wanting to do these projects, but there will be at least one more at some point. All right, well that's it. That's all. Have a great night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow playing Ape Escape on the loose. Have a great night, morning, afternoon, evening, whenever it is, wherever you are. Have a good one. Farewell, everyone. I love you all.